Hello and welcome to Dad Got This. We're into the tough questions like, does cold smoking your ribs on the Ninja Woodfire really make a difference? And why didn't the skeleton go on the roller coaster? That second one's easy. Just didn't have the guts. Today we are going to cook some baby back ribs because somebody asked me to cook them on their channel. Yes, I listen to comments and I try to do things that you guys ask for. So somebody wants baby back ribs. I normally don't cook baby back ribs, but for you guys, I will. But that sounded boring to me, so I wanted to try something. I've been cold smoking most of my foods that I cook on the Ninja Woodfire for a period of time before I do my regular cook, and I'm thinking that that makes a big difference in the taste. But I never actually tested it. So today, we are going to test it. So let's make some ribs. Doctor, if you know the reference, you know the reference. Let's open these suckers up. These are some baby back ribs. This is 5.7 pounds of baby back ribs that were on sale at my local big box store. We'll pat them dry. You always want to get some of that moisture and the stuff from the package off. The nice thing about doing this test with baby back ribs is they're super thin. I can get 2 racks on there, no problem, side by side, and it'll be a good side-by-side test. Prep on baby back ribs is super simple. They pretty much come ready to go. Now, let's talk about membrane. Leave it on, take it off, score it. I'm a score it guy. Personally, I feel like they hold the ribs together. The ribs keep their shape a little better, and nobody's going to eat the bottom of the membrane really, like all the meat's on the other side, so nobody's like gnawing on the underside of the rib. What do you care about it? So I just kind of score it. It helps them break apart a little bit, but they hold their shape. So literally just take a nice sharp knife and run crosshatch across your ribs. These look pretty good as is. Some people would cut off all this little stuff. You know what? We're going straight backyard style. We're not doing any special trimming. We're taking these as is. For seasoning, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm gonna use some Kinder's SPG. Just a nice, simple, basic rub. Nothing crazy overbearing flavors. I wanna see if I can taste the smoke. I am gonna use a little bit of honey mustard for a binder. And now we season. Always season from up high. Yes, it makes a big mess, but you also get more even spice distribution. I know I said pretty much nobody eats the backside. Why are you worrying about it? And then I just put seasoning on it. But I don't know, it's like a presentation thing to me, and OCD, I kind of just have to season it. That's it. These are ready to go. Let's set up the wood fire. Fill your hopper all the way to the top. It helps with ignition. Take it and vigorously shake it from side to side. That is the dad shake. The dad shake either compacts the pellets and makes them burn better, separates the pellets and gives them lots of air and makes them burn better, or does absolutely nothing and just makes me feel like they burn better. I still do it every time. Turn it on, set it to smoker. Mine is already on cold, but if yours isn't, just turn the knob all the way to the left past 145 Fahrenheit and you will get cold. We are going to do 1 hour. Apparently, not all wood fires have the cold smoke feature. It is a feature where supposedly all it does is light the pellets and runs the fan. It doesn't turn on any of the heating elements to give you the most gentle heat you can possibly get in the wood fire. Now, it's not dead cold in there. There is still some heat being generated. I've put things in there that have easily doubled in temperature from when I put them in to after the 1 hour. So some heat will be generated. If your unit does not have a cold smoke feature and you want to try to do the things I'm doing, what I could say would be to go ahead and put it on the lowest temperature that yours goes to. Mine, the lowest temperature before cold smoke is 145 Fahrenheit. Now, we're just gonna take one of these sets of the ribs and put them in the wood fire. I'm not gonna care that it's during the ignition process. That has never had a problem with me when I'm using my preferred pellet, the smokin' pecan pellets. Something about the way they burn and the smoke, it does not give you that bitter, acrid taste if you put it in during the startup, at least for me. So we're gonna take one set of ribs, put them on our elevated rack. I like to use the rack because it gives a little bit more airflow and smoke around all of the food instead of just from the top. Now we're gonna go stick this on the wood fire. This rack, I'm gonna go stick in my fridge for the 1 hour while that goes. See you guys in an hour.
One thing to look out for is if your door is not fully closed, the smoke is escaping and not going in the unit. Make sure that door is closed. There might be pellets blocking it or something. Push them out of the way.
Our 1 hour is up. It is time to put the second set of ribs on the smoker. We're also gonna throw some probes on them, hopefully, and see if we can monitor the temps. For this cook, we're gonna do it a little hot and fast. We're gonna do it at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Currently, the fridge ribs are 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and the cold smoked ribs are 88 degrees Fahrenheit. So they're gonna finish a little different. One's gonna get a little bit more rest, but we're going for flavor, not which rib is cooked better. So I don't think this is gonna be too much of a problem. We're gonna let these rock, check on them every once in a while, maybe spritz them a little bit if they look like they're getting dry, but it's really just waiting until we hit around 170, 165-ish. See you guys in a little bit. It has been about 45 minutes. The probes are saying like 175, so we're gonna have to go ahead and look at these and see where they're at. Definitely got some pullback looking. They're getting a little tall. Still tight though. Okay, 150, 56 right there. We're gonna reposition our probes. Try and see if maybe get them. It's definitely a probe positioning. Didn't have it quite in the center. So we're down in the 150s now. We're gonna let this rock for a little bit longer, probably at least maybe another 45 minutes to an hour. Been about an hour and a half under that smoke at 275, and these are looking really, really good. They're temping at around 180 in most places. We'll do the official flop test. This is our cold smoked rib. That's our rib that did not get cold smoked. Next step is to wrap these in some foil for tenderness. That's gonna steam them, really kind of loosen them up a little bit and get them to our perfect 200 Fahrenheit-ish temperature for a nice bite off bone there. Cold smoked rib. I have some butter here. A little bit of brown sugar. A little bit more rub. Kind of tent it up here a little bit so we can pour in some apple juice. Ready to go back on the smoker.
Second verse, same as the first.
Let's get them on there. I don't think they're gonna need that long. I'll check them in about 30 minutes. Our 30 minutes is up. Let's see how they look.
They pokey poke nice and tender. Time to take them off. And always give your griddle a little wipe down right after you use it.
These seem just about perfect to me. Let's go ahead and unwrap them just to kind of get a good idea of what they look like. So hot. Okay, see how they're perfectly bending? I need no more information other than that. Nice and bendy. We'll do just a little of the juice. I'm gonna hit these with a little bit more of the dry rub. And now we wait 30 minutes for these to cool down so we can try them. It's been almost 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and cut these up and see how they look.
I always like to cut my ribs from the backside. It's easier to see the bones and it makes cutting them a lot easier.
Say they look pretty good. These are our cold smoked ribs. These are our non-cold smoked ribs. Now I didn't sauce them up and tack up the sauce. I wanted to kind of keep them a little bit more plain to see if I can taste any difference. Let's go ahead and grab the middle rib from the cold smoke ribs. Pretty nice looking rib. That might be a slight pinky smoke ring on there, but I don't know. Here we go. That is a delicious rib. Perfect tenderness for me. I like a little bit of bite. I don't like them just to fall off the bone. Like a little bit of bite on them, but man, that is a great rib. Let's try the middle rib from our non-cold smoke ribs. Also a great looking rib, but I don't see that little pinkish ring. Might be very minor. I might be making myself think I see it, but let's take a bite. That's a fantastic rib, but I think I taste more smoke on the cold smoked ribs, personally. It'd be really hard for me to do this blind since I cooked them and I know what they are, and to set that up would be very difficult. But in my opinion, I can taste the difference of the cold smoke rib and it is worth the time. We learned a few things today. Exactly how to cook baby back ribs on the Ninja Woodfire. That cold smoking really does help when you're cooking your foods on the Ninja Woodfire, and I make some delicious ribs. The recipe will be on my website, dadgotthis.com, link in the description, along with all kinds of other things like links to the Woodfire, rubs, all kinds of fun stuff. Some of them are affiliate links. They help me out if you use them. I'd appreciate it. And if you've ever thought, I really like this guy's recipes, wish there was a single way to get his best ones all in one spot. Well, guess what? I got a cookbook coming out. a Ninja Woodfire specific cookbook. Should be out very soon. Make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications on so you know when it comes out. Speaking of that, do the likey subscribe stuff. YouTube loves it when you leave a like. I love it when you leave a comment. I answer just about every comment in my comment section, including the one that told me to do baby back ribs. And that's how we got this video. And if you really want to support this channel, consider becoming a member. Members get all kinds of benefits like 24-hour early access to videos, shout outs, producer credits, all kinds of fun stuff. But if you can't, please just subscribe. It would really help me out. With all that out of the way, I guess there's only one question left to answer. Why do the kids hate it when the pig comes to be their substitute teacher? Because it's so boring. Yeah, pretty bad. Dad may tell horrible dad jokes, cook fantastic ribs, but one thing Dad will never do is an outro. So that's it. Bye. Dad will sweat because it's 100 degrees out though.
This is the part where I thank all of my members. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much for your support and rock on. I don't know why I said rock on, but rock on.